So the feeling of waiting has simmered down for the collective. Okay. So the energy of waiting in stress or waiting in turmoil and things like that, like I feel like it's really hitting a plateau at this time. And I feel like the reason that's happening is because things are coming in slowly but surely. Okay. Things are happening for you, and you're starting to realize how to keep yourself calm. Okay. We don't want to forget about how we were treating ourselves and how our mind went into a space of worry when things weren't going right here. So I feel like for the next few days, we're going to really start taking care of the mind, the body, just really just balancing out your energy levels, your cortisol levels. You're really going into a space of, I really just need to breathe at this time. And it really feels good. Some of you are even looking in the mirror and you're just like, wow, this really, really took a toll on my mind, my body, my energy, as much as I thought I wasn't affecting myself. So this is, of course, you're still waiting, right, to some degree for whatever it is that you have put out into the universe, but it just seems more calm, right? It seems more peaceful here. So again, with this late night energy, a lack of sleep or just overthinking here. And I really feel like this was, one of those things where it was like on both sides. It wasn't just your person, and it wasn't just you either, right? It was like the both of us. We were both really thinking here. This person, when I feel this energy, it really feels like, what am I going to do? This is one of those vibes of, what am I going to do? How am I even going to finesse this here, right? Just put yourself in this person's shoes just for a minute. Like, I met this incredible person. This person has checked off all the boxes, and I'm literally doing everything in my power to ruin this. And I wish I didn't. I wish I could stop. I wish I could just show this person that I'm strong. This person really wants to be confident. I promise you, they do. They want to be confident. They want to show up with this mature energy. But again, even when we were waiting, we were stressed, right? But even when it's time for this person to take action, they're stressed too. Okay. And I feel like meditation is so important at this time. You'll be so surprised how meditation is important. It balances out your hormone levels, your estrogen, progesterone, all of those things that we need to remain balanced, so we're not putting our bodies into high levels of stress here. And I'm saying this because I've been feeling this in the energy for a couple of weeks, even months for some of us. It's like the stress of this situation coming on both sides here, right? Where it's like work is stress, love is stress. Oh my God, like my person's not opening up. Although this is someone here that has good intentions. I have to admit that they do have good intentions, but all of the trauma, all of the fear energy came up the minute that they connected with you, right? So again, I'm not going to say this person's the most innocent person. I won't say that, right? None of us are. But this is someone here that is really in a space where I do feel like Spirit's working with them to eventually come up with some sort of plan and movement for sure, okay? Now, as like for those that are watching me here and you're like, yeah, I have been stressed. One thing I've been doing, right, and just noticing gray hairs coming in, we're like, what, right? Nothing wrong with that, but, find meditation. Find this 5 minute a day or, 7 minutes or 10 minutes a day where you could really, really move into a place of calmness, where you could move into a place of peace, whether it's going for a walk, hugging a tree, okay? Sleeping as much as you can, right? Doing those things that are really going to balance you out here. We do have a meditation here. It's called Soul to Soul. And for me, I listen to it, which is very interesting because I made it, but I listen to it and it really calms my energy into a very peaceful place, right? I do readings a lot, so that also takes a lot out of us here, but finding the right meditation is definitely going to allow you to not look like what you're going through. All right. We don't want to look like what we're going through. I promise. This person is saying only you have been on my mind. You have literally been on my mind here. Okay. You'll be surprised here. This person is making it clear. I'm not seeing anyone else. If that's what you're thinking, if that's what you're wondering, if you're thinking that I'm not coming forward because it's someone else, it's not. right? It has nothing to do with that. Although you may have seen me with someone, you've seen me talking to people, you've seen me conversing with people, but that has nothing to do with it. Okay, I know what I felt when I connected with you, and I want to just say this: when you have a very, very powerful connection with someone, and it's not a one-way connection. I know for some of you, you know exactly what I mean. It's like, I know this person feels it as well. Okay. And I remained balanced and this person's feeling it as well. There's not much that could come in and just distract that energy. Remember, energy is powerful, right? You can't substitute it with anything, right? Whatever this person felt here that made them run to this extent means that it was pretty darn powerful. Let's be honest here. Right? This person never runs from things, right? They never buckle up like this. They buckled up because this was different. So how would they ever forget something like that, right? How? Okay. So we do have overthinking, and this is where, again, the meditation keeps, I'm going to keep announcing it. Whatever you find peace in, okay? I'll put the link for my meditation below. I feel like it's amazing. All right. You could sleep with it. It's yours for a lifetime. And it really just puts your energy, your spirit, your chakras at peace. Okay. So trust your girl here. Okay. I wouldn't lead you astray at all. Overthinking. Okay. Overthinking. We're going to clarify this to see what's going on. But someone here, it's like 1 minute they're like, oh, okay, I'm feeling better. And then we immediately go into overthinking here. So it's just letting me know this is a very on and off cycle here. We're constantly thinking. It says, I'm driving myself crazy. Thoughts of you are consuming me. All right. To the deepest extent here. All right. So we do have that energy. Some of us are literally worried about the differences that have shown up in this connection. This person lives in this state or this country, right? This person has a different religion. This person's immature. I'm not, right? This person is an avoidant. I'm not, right? This person constantly keeps on belittling me and themselves, right? So there's a lot of differences here that I feel like the both of you are feeling at this time. Some of you are honestly ready to move forward, and this person's still looking at their past. They're still looking at, their parental traumas or things that have happened in their past. And you're like, why can't we just move forward here? All right. So I feel like this is where we sort of left things at some point. We left things where we weren't seeing eye to eye. We were not seeing eye to eye. And that's how we eventually got to this place here where now we're sitting here thinking, how are we going to come together? How are we going to bring this connection back into a place of peace, love, and, serenity? Please, please, please. Okay. All right. Let's get some feelings here. Let's get some emotions and feelings. I hope everyone is doing really well. I hope you had a really good weekend. All right. Let's see. What are the messages in love here? All right. Accidental love. I didn't see you coming. And, when people say things like, I just wasn't ready. Who is? I mean, like, when people say that they're not ready for love, when are you ready? Right? Like, when are you ready to receive the highest level of love? So I do take that as like a little bit of a cop out, but I do feel like you definitely came in and threw this person off. This person was literally saying, I'm going to take the year off. I'm not going to date. I'm just done with dating. I'm over it. And here we are. Okay. Here we are coming together. All right. So this person really feels like this is one of those things that came out of nowhere. I definitely wasn't looking for it. It's not like I was just, sitting and getting ready to go out. You know how we'll go out sometimes. We're like, oh, I can't. Hopefully I'll meet someone. And that's when we don't meet anyone. Right. But this was just like abrupt. It was like, oh, I like you. You like me. I like you too. Celebration coming together. This person, you and this person, this is Two of Cups energy. We envision our reunion. We envision sitting on a beach together. We envision celebrating together. Some of you have literally thought of long-term when it comes to this person, right? I've thought of long-term. I've thought of love when it comes to this beautiful person here. Ooh, And this is such a refreshing energy. And this is one of the things that this person is unable to overlook, right? I can't overlook this. I can't overlook the fact that you make me feel so good. Although there is a lot of differences, yes, but we're going to work through it. I do feel like this person knows that there is some sort of action that they're supposed to take. And they're trying to figure it out, like when to take it, how to take it, right? They know that you're waiting. They know that, okay? And that is actually building up pressure because they're like, oh, I'm being viewed as weak. I'm being viewed as, somebody that's not able to lead, or I'm being viewed. Uh-oh. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Right? What a confession. What a deep, deep confession. And that just came out of nowhere. Out of nowhere that came out, right? So this is someone here that is feeling this to the core. I'm feeling this in my soul here. Okay, I know you've been worrying. I know you've been wondering. I know you've been throwing yourself into a physical loop, right? You're damaging your skin. You're not sleeping. You're stressing. Stress is one of those things that sometimes we don't even notice when we're stressing out our bodies. We really don't. We honestly don't know when we're stressing out our bodies. It's like after the damage has been done, we're just like, whoa, like my body must have been, and some of you have been really tired lately. And it's like, why have I been so tired, right? The mind is on overdrive. When your mind is on overdrive, things, your body starts to react to that. Remember, like it's all one system. Well, there's multiple systems in the body. But again, this person wants to let you know that they love you. I 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 love you so much that I haven't replaced you. And if that's what you think, and if that's what you're thinking, and if you think or thought that I've forgotten about you, I have not. I'm just doing this to myself, and I need to get out of it. But I love you. I can imagine myself telling you that I love you. Right? Just take care of yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself so I could actually amplify the amount of love that I actually want to show you. So in the meantime, while I'm going back and forth and fidgeting and trying to figure myself out, love yourself so deeply, right? So this person, they're confessing that the feelings are strong, okay? And it's interesting because even when, they do say that they love you, it's like they're still overthinking. They're still overthinking. Let's see what they're overthinking about. Let's see. Oh, they're hurt. See, that's the thing. This is where things get a little bit interesting. Someone here is still focused on their past hurt. But this is something that they will overcome, right? They're saying there's still hope in love. I know that. I've been knocked on my feet a couple of times. My heart has been knocked around, but there's still hope. And I know that, okay? So that is something worth either addressing when they bring it up, of course. That is something worth listening to, understanding, right? Taking things very, very slow, because this is someone here that truly wants to love you. They want to love you, but they also want to love in a very healthy way. They may not know how to do it. They may not know how to go about it, but you remaining balanced with boundaries, right? I don't want anyone thinking like, HannLavie Tarot is saying, oh, love this person, stay with them while they're unable to release this hurt. That's definitely not what I'm saying. What I am saying is let this person know that this is something that they need or should work on in order for us to move forward, right? And even offer them a break. Like, hey, look, maybe you should take a break. Maybe you should look into, counseling. Maybe you should do other things. But as far as like infiltrating this connection with this energy, it may not be very, very productive. Okay. And that's boundaries. I mean, some of us may be very scared to tell people that, but when someone has felt a very deep connection with you to this degree, you want to make sure you're building a healthy foundation. You don't want to put yourself in situations where, you're building on weak foundations. Like, oh, they were hurt. They're not treating me the best, but it's cool. We have a connection. That's not healthy, okay? So if you're interested in a personal reading and you're wanting to know more about your person's energy, What is their next step? Are we compatible? What is my person's love language? How can I love them differently? How can I love them the way that they truly need to be loved, right? That's important, okay? And so when you're booking a personal reading, ask those questions in the description box when the prompts come up. C'est la vie tarot. Tell me exactly how spirit is leading me to love this person the best way that I can, right? That's going to be healthy for the relationship. Some of us don't know that. Some of us think, overdoing calling, texting, cooking, intimacy, and some of those things, it's just not this person's love language. Okay? I love you so very much. Have a beautiful week, and we will talk soon. Bye. The Beautiful Manifestation Journal. Welcome. So before I sleep, I write. And I don't write because I have to. I do it because I deserve to move through life with clarity and also power. So this is where I pour my emotions, I reset my energy, and I decide who I'm becoming with each page. And there's 77 pages with self-care, financial goals, soul desires. It's all inside. I made this journal for those who want to manifest from their heart. So yours is waiting below. Enjoy it. Enjoy every minute of this journal.